African Union Television, AU TV, Monday morning, 8 December 2025, we're just closing, nearing the festivities of the Christmas. This morning on the morning show, I have in the studio Mr. George Bauh Inusah, Regional Chairman for the PNC, and Mustafa, Communication Team Member, will be joining us on the NDC ticket. African Union Television, check us on auonline.com. Honorable, very welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for having me.
Very well.
How are you?
Very well, and your side, the family.
You're doing well.
Very well. How was your weekend?
Oh, we are managing. I think it was stressful during let's say the weekend,
Sure.
Friday,
Sure.
which was a public holiday.
Yeah.
Went for an excursion. Only back.
Wow.
Have a look at teacher's picture.
Sure.
We are back. On Saturday and Sunday, as usual, funerals. We have to attend funerals. So today, we thank God we are here.
It is well with us. Thank you very much, Honorable, for joining us here. Now, Honorable, before we start, Arano, how is the situation there? You know, I asked you earlier about food. Any development? Because it has been dilapidated way back. So let me ask you this, because you've been an assembly member and worked so much hard,
Yeah.
you know, to fix the road way back. So how is the situation there?
Let me see. I'm very delighted to inform you today that in few months to come, Aurano will be the Dubai of the will be the Dubai of the
Well, are you sure?
Yes. Because construction has started.
Okay.
To come today, see what the contractor is doing. It's a marvelous work. Contractor is something like forgotten the name of the contractor.
Okay.
But the contractor is doing a very marvelous work. I think the work that he's doing in a quality way for Auran. The road has started from and that is time. That's the main road.
Okay.
And he's doing the link roads too. So Auran has turned to buy off the two.
Wow. But you know, we are in Chumia and we are discussing about Rana, but I believe that you also get their own share when they.
But Chumia had yes. They had yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. Except that it's not everywhere. But
it's a gradual processing.
Yes, because
they also have their own.
The road is from Nkwanta to the runabout. I think they had yes. So this is the time for Aurano. I know as the government is forced to build a lot of roads, there will be continuation for.
Honorable, now let us look at the Farmers' Day was on last Friday. How did you everything? Farmers, you know, we always cry. We always have problems. And the celebration is not about only celebration alone. And the farmers also incentives and other things. So how did you assess the whole thing and the way forward as a country?
Yeah. So first of all, let me say it is a great honor when you are doing something. Society see the impact you are making in the society to honor you. So our farmers are doing great job. They are helping boost the economy. As the saying goes that agriculture is the backbone of every economy. Without agric, you cannot be here. Without agric, bankers cannot work. Without agric, engineers cannot go to work. That Agyekum, doctors and all professionals cannot go to them, or we need to eat before we can do work. And so Agyekum is playing a very vital role in our economy. And so recognizing farmers by celebrating them on every first week of December, I think is in order. So the workers should also have made that, oh, they should be proud that Ghanaians or Ghana is celebrating them. And so Farmers Day on 7th of December, that is last week, Ghanaians gathered in an environment where they celebrate farmers. I think it's in order. We have done a lot. See, what I realize is that the late president, Right Lieutenant J.G. Rawlings, has done well by acknowledging the impact our farmers have made in the society. But that should not end like that. We need to do a lot to complement that effort. Getting farmers at that day to give them awards, should not be the only thing. But one thing is that some of the awardees are people who are well-to-do.
That was what I was,
who are well-to-do.
That
so
they're well-to-do already.
Yeah, yes. And so government needs to expand to the peasant farmers so that when we motivate them, I think they can give out their best. More again,
but can it work?
It should work. It should work if we need. You see, one thing is that the food that we are taking, when the rain starts, the first food that Ghanaians will eat is from the peasant. You need to motivate them. You need to give them incentives. By giving them incentive is to make sure that the inputs that is the plowing, prices of inputs, prices of fertilizers comes down, or else government needs to do what? Subsidize the prices so that you can get, farmers can get. Yes. Areas.
Towns. Yeah. Sometimes very difficult.
Yes, exactly.
Which I think that government should also do something about the roads, because, as you say, all those produce are from the rural areas.
Yes.
But our roads are not fixed.
They are deplorable. Sure. So you see, this is what we should appeal to federals. Any roads that is at the hinterlands, any roads at the villages, they are being constructed by federals. So they are responsible for that. Much importantly, the bridges. They need to build the bridges so that the farmers can, commute and then bring their produce to the market centers. And so, luckily enough, I think the previous government, before it left power, it brought equipments that are called the drift machines. And so drift machines, the purpose of it is to make sure that we are able to resurface our roads from the hinterlands. And so I think going forward, from this year up to next year, we should be able to do much better in that regard.
But Honorable, easier said than done. Witnessing all this way back.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. But this time, I'm not sure government should fail us. because those days we were not having the machines. This time we have the machines. Every district, and so thank God, the central government has made sure that all the this assembly common fund will be allocated to the districts will be given to them. Nothing will be taken at the central government level. So they are going to give everything to them. So any district that has not done well in this regard means that we need to go after them. And so, for example, we are in Techima. The Techima Municipal Assembly, or should we say the Metropolitan Assembly, well, that one has not been completed yet. So we still call them the Municipal Assembly. They have gotten all the money that they have given to them. So they should be able to fuel the equipments at the assembly, at the district, so that they will be able to construct the roads from the hinterlands for farmers and then the agribusiness to bring what is in the products to the market centers.
So we're talking about, Honorable, let's just look at this. You see an old lady, an old man,
Yeah,
an elderly person,
yeah,
going to farm, and as you said, people who are already, worthy,
yeah,
using pickups and other things. Then we award those people, leaving the old ladies and the old men and the elderly ones.
Yes.
We have been discussing these things, as you know, we have been discussing. So I don't know the criteria exactly that they use to award these farmers.
So I think as time goes on, it is your responsibility to get the Agyekum officers.
It is your responsibility.
It is your responsibility as a media person.
Yes.
You are also part of the governance.
Yeah.
So you should bring the Agyekum officers to let the public know what goes into those who are awarded. But you see,
large scale farm
well, that should be that's the problem that we don't know.
We don't know it.
That's the problem that we don't know. But you see, one thing is that this time round, the government has added secondary schools into the category. It has also added institutions into the category. I think that is the best thing. Yesterday, for instance, I was on social media when I saw prison officers seizing their colleague at the army. They were in a car, and the officer at the prison service was seizing them. That they are the best at the security sector, and so the army cannot farm, the police cannot farm, the fire cannot farm. So let's say the NADMO cannot farm, and so they are the people who are doing well at the agric sector. So they have awarded them. So you see, all this, if government has started this, it means that going forward, the military will go into farming and they will do best so that they will also get an award. The police service will go into that. All the security agencies, including NADMO, will go into farming. You see, and so we can do better. But you see, the most important thing is that government has made agric a very lucrative and what should I say? To make it a very nice area for people to go. You see, nowadays the youth doesn't want to go into agric because we see agric as a waste of time. When we want to farm, how to get capital is a problem. And so if government is able to, let's say, use a agric development bank and then the rural banks to get some soft loans for people to go into farming, government should be able to sit with the custodians of the land, so that Nananum should be able to release lands for the youth to do farming. And so if government is able to do all this, so the youth will have interest in going to farming. And so when they go into farming, there's ready, there's money for them to do. And so there's land. And after the production, government should be able to buy or get the market ready for the youth. And so when you plant maize, and after harvesting, you have the market for the maize. So the next time you feel
Oh, no,
like
so
going to do more.
You're saying that, when you go to the market,
Yeah.
sometimes we, the buyers, even determine the price.
The
for-
price. Exactly.
Which shouldn't be so.
Yes. So that is why government should come in. If government comes in, look, if you go to the market, you see, but one thing is that
Okay.
these farmers, they will suffer to bring the products, but they will not get money from it. But the agribusiness, I mean the traders, who will buy the products from the farmers, will be the people, will be those who are gaining from the sweat of the farmer. And so the average farmer will suffer to bring the products, but will not get anything. The woman or the man at the market will take the products in a very cheap price and then give the products to the final consumer on a very high purchase.
Sure.
So government needs to come. So let's say if you're in a Tabuaso and you are farming and you have, let's say, down, you have tomatoes. Then let's say today, when was the last week I had a box of tomatoes is 200 Ghana cedis. Yes, a box. But when you go to the market, it is not like that. So government should be able to give them ready market. So when they bring it, there should be industries that will buy the tomato and went and save it somewhere.
Honorable,
you understand?
You've been, let me say that you've been in the system quite a long. But as I've seen more than commissioning of tomato factory in Techiman.
Yeah.
But yes, so it has been like white elephant. I'm saying this because of the tomato, something that you just.
Yeah.
But what is happening? Because the tomato factory is there. We've commissioned, governments come, they go, commissioning.
Are sent to pure water factory.
Honorable, having said that. But what I'm saying is that because.
No, that's what people say. The former president, John Agyekum
Sure.
First set up a factory for tomatoes. Before we realize it becomes a water producing factory. And now it is.
I remember
you understand?
Sugar commission.
Exactly. So you see,
later it was also commissioned.
You see,
so what is that?
You see, sometimes people compare other countries to Ghana, and when they are doing the comparison, see, when you are in Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire,
yes,
and you are earning 1,000 cedis a month, and somebody is in Ghana earning 2,000 cedis a month, the person in Ghana doesn't earn anything. You see, because when you go to Cote d'Ivoire, the price is everywhere. If what is the name? A tuber of yam in a village,
control
is 2 cedis. When you go to the town, it is 2 cedis.
Okay.
Transportation is the same. For years, more than 10 years, their transportation is the same.
Price.
They have a control price. So why can't we do it here?
So what is happening?
We should be able to do it here.
Politicians.
Yes. And so that is why we have multi-party democracy in this country. And so the NDC will tell us what they can do for Ghanaians. The NPP will tell us what they can do for Ghanaians. The PAC will tell us. So if we voted for NPP, they are unable to do what they are saying. We voted for NDC, they are unable to do what they are saying. We have to vote for PNC to see what PNC can also do. But what we have here is that always we turn from the NPP to the NDC and NDC to the NPP. And so, well, they are doing their best, but the best is not enough. The best is not enough. Why are we producing so much? Why are we having fertile lands? But yet, we are hungry. Because when it is the season, we have so much to produce, but all go rot. All go rot. We don't have factories to feed the products. And so, always, tomatoes will go rot, onions will get rot. Or, look at, what is the name? watermelon. We produce so much, but it doesn't keep long. So we need to have factories. So government have to commit itself by building a lot of factories, so that at least some of these products we can have a place.
I wanted Kwatin to be here
to understand,
to explain to us the one district, one factory.
They have built a warehouse.
Okay.
I think in Kwayaso, or is it when you after Kwayaso?
Okay.
There's a warehouse there. I don't know whether they have completed it or it is, but it's quite relevant. It is there. Nothing is there. You understand? So you see, as if government, even the best they can do, when they do it, then they leave it at the bush to get rot. So when we have the meager resources and we are using the meager resources to put something, we should be able to put it into use than to just build the thing and leave it somewhere. So it doesn't make sense. So that is why we have multi-party democracy. And so when we are voting for political party, we giving the mandate to MPP. MPP did their best, but they are not doing what we want. We remove them, we bring NDC. We should be able to move forward by bringing other parties to see whether they can also implement something. And so I know, because even when the idea that brought school feeding is from the People's National Convention. The idea, yes, we brought it. And so the whole idea was that we're coming to boost agriculture by making sure that the poultry industry will be able to subsidize for them to produce so much. And so bringing today, the government talking about Nkoko Kitikiti doesn't start today. It's an idea that the PAC has brought long time. Yes, we said even cocoa being the only cash crop in this country is not the best. We should be able to make yam another cash crop. See, dry season, go to the borders and see. You see, I mean, cars loading what is in a yam, tubers of yam to Cote d'Ivoire, other neighboring countries. So if we are able to cultivate it, I mean, in a large scale, we will get a lot of money. And so relying on cocoa alone will not help this nation. But when we are able to add certain crops, like we have a cashew now, if government gives so much attention to cashew, in addition to what is the name cocoa,
so the bottom line is that we should stop importation plenty, then we have to export, so that we can, the GDP, we can have a very resilient economy.
So that should be the case. But you see, we can't stop importation when we are not producing. We can't stop it now when we are not producing. So that's what I'm saying. Government should prioritize agric. So what Honorable Kepuku is saying, that the government want to do so much in agric, I think if they put it into practice, we'll be able to produce more. And so when we produce more, obviously nobody will tell you to export, because the people in the country cannot feed on it. We feed our part, and what will be left as surplus will be sent out. And so government need to prioritize agric. So when government prioritize agric, by making sure that they get the youth enticed into agric, I think we can do so much, and we'll be able to feed the country and send some out for foreign exchange. You see, all the time we talk about GDP. Meanwhile, the GDP is not ours. The GDP is not ours. Yes. So when Ghana Telecom, the telcos,
yes,
the Vodafone, the MTN, yes, and what, yes, whatever they get, it doesn't say here.
No.
Even though we patronize and they get the money, so immediately they get the money, they send the money outside. But we calculate it into our GDP. You understand? We calculate it into our GDP.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is to make sure that we are able to establish a lot of factories, establish a lot of industries. Yeah. And so when we have factories and industries in this country, whatever we produce, all the money will remain here. But when people bring their factories, people bring their industries, yes, that's where the economy grows. And so when it grows, the money remain here. But when people come to establish their factories and their industries here, after production and everything, they take away the money, then we'll be calculating it that this is what we have gotten. So this is our problem in this country.
Yes.
So what we are saying is that government should make sure that they build factories. They should make sure that they build industries.
Yes.
So when we are able to do that and to boost agriculture in this country, when we are able to do that, I think we'll have a very strong economy and we can rely on it.
So we should
Otherwise,
what we grow, and we should grow what
exactly.
Very well, very well. Well, Honorable, when you take this stretch from Intampo to Tamale, look at the way we have very vast land. Sometimes as if we're not able to utilize those lands.
You are talking about Kintampo to Tamale. You live from Kintampo to the Savannah area.
Okay.
Just from Kintampo to Savannah area, you see the land there. Very fertile land. It is there. The people cannot use everything. You see, they are peasant farmers. They don't have the needed resources to cultivate more.
Support is not there.
You understand? So, if the youth here want to go into farming and government is ready to support them, some of them can go to the northern sector, get their lands, they will farm. You understand? Wow. I know so many of them who are from here, but they have their farms at the northern sector because they have the money to do it. And so if government is able to prioritize agric, you see, agric is the only thing government can do to boost this economy. Because we have the land, we have everything. So if government is able to boost agric, if government put his priority into agric, if government invests more into agric, I think this nation will be a place to be.
So now Chinese, they are even cocoa. They are, I learned that.
Yes.
They are into cocoa farming.
Yes. No, but you see, there are even Malaysia. They all came here to learn something, but they're doing it better than us now. Why is this so? It's because government is not paying attention to agric sector. So if you have a government like what John Dramani Mahama government is doing now, if they are paying much attention into agric, I think we can do so much. So much.
Thank you very much. It is still on African Union Television here in Techiman, Bono East Regional Capital. I'm here with Mr. Bauh, George Inusah, PNC Regional Chairman, having in-depth analysis on some issues. Now, Honorable, let's just look at now that inflation rate is about 6.8 or 6.8 now, inflation.
Yeah.
Yes. But people are also talking about prices. When you go to market, yes, so people are also talking about it hasn't affected any commodities prices.
No, you see, people are getting,
so that is the layman's, something.
Yeah, people are getting things wrong. You see, when we are talking about inflation, it's about the margin of rise of prices, commodities. You see, when you go to market to get items, and the items are priced.
Yes, if I should get it right, it's 6.3%.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that when you go to market to buy items, and the market, the prices of items has cost, let's say, in 100 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Then in a month you go and sell, you can still get that same quantity in 100 Ghana cedis.
But no, the way you also interpret it too, as we don't get it.
No, you should get it. You see, the thing is that when prices are rising, always you go, the price are rising. It means that the inflation goes up. You understand?
Yeah.
And so when you are having so much, you go to buy less. You understand? But when the prices of items are stable, you see that always and always, no matter how small you have, you can still get something to buy from the market. And so they are calculating it based on the rise of items.
So the perception that more money chasing few goods or
Yeah, so more money chasing fewer goods. It's no more there. It's no more there. You see, if you realize from somewhere February, March to this time, price of items are not increasing, even though they are not decreasing, but they are not increasing. So it is stable. So when you have little with you, you can still get something to buy. I see people want to go and buy things, let's say 100 cedis. The next time the person goes to market, the prices should reduce to, let's say 50 or 80 cedis. So the person will see that something is happening. But don't forget that when the prices are stable, it is also a plus to you. It is a plus to you. Let's say cement. You see, cement those days was selling as much as 100 plus. You understand? Today, I think it is selling at 70 something Ghana cedis.
70 something Ghana cedis.
Yes. So yes, me, I'm just praying to get some money so that I can buy some quantity of cement. You see, because that time, you see, I bought cement at 85 Ghana cedis. I went and pay for it down. Before I realized, it went to 110. Then from 110, it started dropping. Okay. And now I saw prices at the roadside 75. I don't know. I've not gone to ask. Okay. But I saw the prices that they put prices at 75. You understand? So it means that something is happening. So when they say the inflation has dropped up to 6.1, it means that it is true. Because cement, the price of cement has come down. When you go to buy food items, somebody will say a bowl of kenke still remains the same. Yes, that one is about human factor. You see, human beings, the way we are.
Ghanaians or human beings in general, or Ghanaians?
Well, let's say blacks. Let's say blacks. You see, that's the way we are doing our things. A bag of maize was sold at 1,000 cedis or 1,000 plus. Today, the last time I bought a bag of maize, it was 650 Ghana cedis. Later on, I heard it has dropped to 450 Ghana cedis. Today, I don't know whether it has remained from that 450 or it has gone to 600. I don't know. But you see, we can attest to the fact that it has reduced from what is the name? It has reduced from 1,000 cedis to 600. From 1,000 cedis to 600 and to 400. So we can get a lot of money in your pocket.
Honorable, you know, we have, as you rightly said, blacks, we have a problem. Let me go back to the COVID time when we were buying sanitizer for 1 cedi.
Yes.
But when, you know, it got to a time that we were buying 20 cedis and 30 cedis. But we also have a problem, as you rightly said. We have a problem because as we speak now, if I should buy a cement here, the next store will be more than what we are even talking about. So how to control our prices too is a problem to us.
Exactly. So it is not about the control of prices. But it is how to conscientize the minds of Ghanaians. And I heard the president yesterday, somebody sent me a video that the president was emphasizing on this conscientization of people's mind. You see, we need to know that whatever we are doing, that is what we'll get. It is not only the government. The government will do its part. Let's say if you go to buy a bag of maize, that time for 1,000 Ghana cedis, then you sell, what is the name, a ball of kenke for 5 cedis with a quantity. Then now the price of maize has dropped to 600 or 400 plus. Then you are still selling that same quantity for 500 cedis. You see that you are not doing,
so we need attitudinal change.
In human being. So government will do its part. We must also do something. And so when we want to get so much interest in whatever we are doing, it means we are burdening the whole thing on ourselves. You understand? So even as at now, government cannot control the price. We should be able to make sure that we should have some human feeling.
Exactly so.
So today you are buying this book.
The over profit is too much.
You are buying this book.
Yes.
So you are buying it today.
Yes.
Then somebody is also selling it to you. Tomorrow, don't forget that when you are selling this book at a high cost, you go to buy a plantain. And so when you are buying plantain and somebody is charging you high, you feel it. So let's make sure that at least, see, these abochis selling their things.
Yes.
The abochi doesn't mind getting a profit of 50 Ghana cedis. 50 pesos.
50 pesos, yes.
And we'll give it out. So that he'll be able to finish everything and go
we want
you understand? So that is the problem that we have. That is the mentality that we have in this country.
Yeah.
So let's pray that. And I think NADMO, the National Disaster Management Organization, have settled something.
Okay.
We are going to make sure that at the schools, we calculate some mentality into the children. Okay. And so they will be able to serve their country selflessly. And so what we have started at the schools, I think government should also complement it by making sure that at least we start from the basic level to teach our children how to serve this nation selflessly. Yeah. How to, deal with things without having some negative mentality. And so when we are able to do this, I think the next generation coming will do something better than our generation now. Because our generation now, we are more into killing ourselves. We want to get, rich over time. We don't think about this nation. So we should be able to start from the the basic school and conscientize the children. Yeah. So that when they are coming out, they will see the nation as the bona fide property. And so when they see the nation as bona fide property, whatever they are doing, I think people will have the peace and tranquility to live in this country.
Very well. Thank you very much. Honorable Inusah Bauh is here with me this morning on African Union Television. Monday morning. My name is Kwesi. Agyekum. Honorable, quick one. Let's just look at the utility tariffs increment. Is it what electricity 9.86%, then water 15.9%. Do you agree to it? Oh,
I disagree.
Why should you disagree?
I disagree, and I'm so much disappointed in the utility companies, more especially what is the name of that institution? The PRC. I'm so much disappointed in them. You see, we need to talk. We need to see the wastage. You understand? The wastage, we need to work on it. It is the wastage that is making the companies to increase their services. So we need to work on that. You see, when you increase, what is the name, salaries to 9%, then after increasing 9%, you turn around to increase utilities. At the end of the day, it means that you are giving your right hands to do something
anyway,
and take it back. But
my brother is around, and on a lighter note, no, let's relax there.
And so when he comes, I think he will tell us why they are
going to give us
exactly more, because I don't understand. I still doesn't understand why government knows that he's going to increase utilities, but goes ahead to give a peanut of 9%. To public servants. Then the following day tend to increase utilities. But you see, the utilities, they're not even giving us quality service. They're not giving a quality service.
But there's no more doom so.
Oh, who told you?
No, fine.
No, we don't have so much time, or impact on that. But there's still doom so. Always and always there's doom so.
Some parts of the country.
No, even in Techuma here, Even
when was the last time that
you realized? What was that? I think yesterday was a Sunday.
Yeah, yesterday was Sunday.
So I think, was this Friday or Saturday? Some people slept in darkness.
Oh, wow.
They slept in darkness because their area was low current. And so this is the problem that we have with these utility companies. They are not serving us the best.
No, that is
why. PRC.
No. But that is why, they want to fix it.
Yeah.
That is why maybe they implement this.
And so if you want to fix it, you have to make sure that the loopholes or the wastage that you incurred, you have to minimize it. You understand? You allow people to indiscriminately connect lights, connect pipelines, and again, going to enforce the collection of utility, it becomes a problem. So somebody has owned so much, and at the end of the day, you come to tell me that because of your inability to go and take tariffs.
So who should be blamed?
The companies need to be blamed. The companies, and that is why the PRC should do something better and tell them that, look, you are not giving us quality service. So until you give a quality service, we are not going to allow you to increase your services. And so if PRC is not able to do that, it means that indirectly we will blame the whole thing on government, because PRC is government. They are supposed to check utility companies. They are supposed to be between the consumer and then the utility companies. Of course, because the entities or the utility companies belongs to government, PRC belongs to government, they don't want to tell the truth to utility companies. And so at the end of the day, we final consumers, we stand the chance of what? Losing. And so what we want PRC to do is to be very fair in this manner.
Sometimes our mindset, you've spoken very well. But you see, as Raleigh said, checking illegal connections and whatever, the company, I don't know whether they are able to even track those people.
So who should go and do it? And so that is why I'm saying that.
So we don't have to be blaming the government, because we don't have to be blaming the government to that level, because the company should, that is their.
I think you're not getting me right. What I'm saying is that PRC stands for government. And the core responsibility of PRC is to make sure that utilities give quality service before they request for any increment. And so if PRC will sit down for utilities to come and say we are going to increase our prices, then PRC will say, okay, how much are you going to? They say, oh, I will take 10%, 2%. It's okay, you go for 8%. With that, talking about quality service is a problem. And so when we are talking about PRC is an agency of government. And so there's no way the government can be left out of the hook. When we are talking about VRA, when we are talking about ECG, and what, they all belong to government.
Sure.
And the institution that is supposed to regulate their services is government. And so if the institution that is supposed to regulate their service is not doing the best, we blame it on government. You understand? We blame it on government. So, of course, it is not the central government that goes to negotiation with the companies. The government has an institution that is responsible for that, and that is PRC. Just like when government is going to negotiate for salary increments, it is the employment minister, the finance minister, and this public what is wages and salary commission.
Yeah.
They go to negotiate on behalf of government. And so PRC is the institution mandated to do it on behalf of government. And so if their efforts,
they are not doing their job.
They are not on top of their job. They are not on top of their job, because the services that the providers are giving us is poor service. It's poor service. Though you say the let's say the light is on this time, but in a twinkle of an eye, you see the light went off without any explanation. It came and went off. It came and went off. In about 5 minutes time, it goes about 5 times. I don't know whether you are experiencing this.
No, for Techiman and it's.
I am talking about Techiman.
I've not witnessed anyway. I don't have.
So this is what I witnessed, and I'm telling you that this is the services that VRA is giving the people of Techima or the northern sector of this country.
Yeah.
You understand? So this is the services that they are giving us. As for Ghana Water Company, sure. I don't use their water, so I don't know how their services is. You understand?
You don't use their water.
I don't use their water because their services is not at my place, and even Techima, not everywhere that you can get their services. So we use mechanized. So, but for VRA, everybody uses the light. But the light that I'm telling you is that sometimes, even though the light is stable, but it went off anytime that they want. It went off and comes, go off and comes. So this is the service, the poor services that we are encountering with the electricity company. And so it is not about government not being able to provide.
We need better service.
We need better service before
increase.
Before
we're not going to have any problem with.
Exactly.
But when the doom, so as you say, goes and come and then you are increasing.
You see, the problem is that when it is even going off like that, then our appliances get spoiled. You understand? But when it gets spoiled, you have no one to go and complain to. So it is not that I am saying that there's Mark Junso or there's Junso, but what I'm saying is that the services that they are offering us is not enough. The light will be there before you realize it went off. It comes, it goes off. It comes, it goes off. And you don't know why it is like that. So they should be able to, do a lot of. It is not the machines. It is not the machines. It is something else. And that something else, government needs to go into it and make sure that the providers do quality work before they ask for any increment.
Very well. So they should cease the increment now. But first, come next month.
Oh, January
1.
I know the TUC workers union are agitating for this increment. They are giving the government a condition that either the 9% is being increased before they accept the increment of this utility, or they withdraw the increment. So let's see what happens. But I know the increment is not anything that we cannot afford. But what I'm saying is that we need to get quality services. When they're increasing, they should make sure that they also give us quality service. Not that you come and increase, take your money, and you don't give us service. So that one, in fact, it doesn't augur well. But coming back to salaries, what we are saying is that when government is paying or when government is negotiating with workers of this country, government should be fair. Government should be fair in dealing with this increment of utilities, so that at least it should go with the increment of salaries. But when you increase more, then go to increase utilities. It means that at the end of the day, the common salary, worker will take the salary and go and finish the salary with utilities and cannot do anything. So government need to check this and make sure that it blends both sides.
Thank you.
So that we have harmony.
Thank you very much.
Service.
Thank you very much, Honorable Inusah George Bauh. My good brother is also here, Mustafa, the Urban Ranger. Okay, my brother, welcome. I believe it is well with you. Good, good, good. But we are talking about utility. But I believe you've heard what your brother just concluded. Talking about the utility, we talked about Farmers' Day, how government is trying as much as possible make farmers enjoy, and we also consumers also enjoy. So any of them you can start take off with.
So,
But I thought you were in Accra.
celebrated.
Since I thought you were in Accra. So when
I came down on Friday.
I went to Krama.
Kroma, just behind us. What is Kroma?
Primary
Area. Yeah.
Grace the occasion.
Okay. That was where that of the Chima was celebrated.
Yeah,
Didn't follow actually, as I
very
said,
well.
all day.
Oh, wow. Nice having you. Okay, let's go.
So, as rightly mentioned, the celebration of Farmers' Day has come to stay. And one thing worth celebrating is His Excellency John Dramani Mahamad's administration seeing farmers giving us a bumper harvest, gotten food gluts. And anywhere, the food glut started as far as May, June, during the first season.
Wow.
Wow. You saw it, the MP for Asante Agyekum pleaded, beg His Excellency John Dramani Mahamad, I have onions, I have tomatoes, I have cabbage, I have carrots, I have those food, but they are not buyers. Then His Excellency John Dramani Mahamad will order buffer stock, go in for them, buy them, and give them to the schools. Recently, the same, maize farmers started complaining. He issue order. Egg producers started complaining. He issue order, go for them. So the food block is in the system because we have been able to put down measurements to make our farmers be able to produce food. And we wouldn't allow the food to make the farmers impoverished. We will make sure that whatever the farmer produce, the food buffer stock that the NPP used to stay Ghanaians, we will not do that. We are going to use the buffer stock to pick. Oh yes. When they give you money, our brother, look at the mansion that you put up. It is only in the wise movement alone is still a housewife who takes 5,000 and was able to make such a monumental property, if not stealing. That's why it is only in the NPP that we have Obano Okuro, three who are under hot judgment for stealing Ghanaians. You saw the mansion that the buffer stock manager, it's even huger and larger more than the Julie house. Yes, that is stolen.
But 5,000 a month.
Yeah, you can't give 5,000. 5,000. I even spend 5,000, more than 5,000 a month in our household. Yes. I don't want to go there. That won't be another story.
Exactly so.
So, by so doing, we have this year's Farmers' Day to be so excellent. And look at our budget. We have procured a lot of implements to be kept at the Farmers Service Center. And next year, farmers wouldn't suffer in plowing their land. They wouldn't suffer in getting land. They wouldn't suffer in learning techniques to do modernized farming. This is where we are gearing towards. And after all this, the buffer stock will go in and buy the food with Keep for Ghanaians. Anytime we go hungry. So with the Farmers' Day, I say this is our first year Farmers' Day celebration. That's the teachman of Honorable Lawyer Elevator. Give the best farmer a vehicle
overall.
No, we're discussing about, Honorable was saying that, but let's just look at the peasant farmers.
It will get there. The peasant farmer, for the policies, that is what I've just elaborated. If you want me to go there, yes. Our policy of Feed Ghana is a very huge policy that is coming to save the peasant farmer. For one, the peasant farmer doesn't have money to go for tractors, no money for seeds, then no money for labor, and the other thing, during harvesting. So what the farmer service center is doing is to employ over 15,000 learners who have graduated from agricultural schools across the country. And we are procuring combined harvesters, tractors, tillers, employers. All these things will be there. And these young men will be servicing them. Any farmer who needs any of these implements, rather pay a very low price. Or if you don't even have, the government will give it to you. You go and work. At the end of the day, the government will purchase your harvest, then deduct the amount that. This is what we are coming to do for them. And apart from that, we are going to set up dormitories.
Easier said than done.
We are doing it. Look at it. And the first year, isn't the food lot? Going to have bumper harvest. Going to have maize, sorghum, rice everywhere. That farmers are crying. That governments are responding to the farmers' cry. It is happening. So this is not a matter of easier saying that we are doing it. The government is doing it, and everybody is acknowledging it. It is not my say, papa say. We are doing it.
I ask Honorable a question, which I have to ask you. Now, with the tomato factory, way back, it's been commissioned severally. What are you going to do about it? Because
we made in 2026 budget announcement, we made mention of establishing agribusiness and factories. We were very specific. 3 factories in the northern sector, which include one is going to be changed.
Okay.
Which is Excellency one in the South.
Okay.
Which is going to be used to address the world in Kukonketin. That is the mature one.
But have you seen some?
Are you in Ghana? His Excellency went and then the factory is being processed. So
have you seen some?
No, when we launch it, yes, we made mention that we are distributing 10,000 per each district.
Yeah.
And we're giving them on contract at the hatchery.
Oh, okay.
Boris B, who is a known MPP person.
Boris B.
Yeah, was visited. He said, Celeste John Romano visited his farm and said, no, Boris B must be given some to the hatchery. International donors are giving us some hatchery. So very soon, the registration has started. The agric officers are registering people for it. So each coupon contains 50 chickens.
Okay.
To give it out. Okay. So the processes are there unless maybe you are not following. So after that factory will be there so that you not go and slaughter and then you will not find ways and means of dressing it, then sending them for the market. So the factory will be there. And Abu, there's an ongoing factory there. The Chima North. Likewise, we'll send one to. So it is clearly stated.
Well, I'll be taking my cameras around.
Oh yes. In due course, I'll organize a soiree and then we'll go around and have it. So that is with agriculture. So we are going to put down dormitories at the farmers center, whereby we will take our farmers to modernized way of farm. It's not going to be hot. Our grandparents, the mode of their farming happens to be Matra Makwe. He plows, then plants maize this year. If he doesn't do well, sorghum next year. If he doesn't well, cassava. If cassava as well, the land is good for cassava, then Meanwhile, there could be a sort of mineral that the land is what not having. Based on that, that was why certain food items were not doing well. So were not scientific. So the soil and the crop research center will take it up, test the soil, do scientific research on it, then make sure that the nutrients that the land or the soil is lacking, so that our lands will not be for one side. Different types of food. To be, what's it called? Farmed. So there are lots with agriculture when it comes to NBC. Excellency John Romano leadership means to use agriculture, revamp, use jobs for our senior youth. That is why yes, here we've seen such a. When was the last time you heard Bamba? Even the NPP era, they envisage that. My God, these people, if they are not left power, one day we'll be at home and they'll come and pick your children and say we have to go and sell them and use them to surface that. Because you know that they went in for maize and rice, and we say that 2025 there will be anger in Ghana here. And they left them, they didn't share. They kept them at the warehouses. We came and then took them and shared. Because 2025, it was rather Bamba with the genuineness of it. So for agriculture, I would say so far so good. Because when you look at the growth of agriculture, it exceeds that of last year.
Very well, very well, very well.
So now we come to the utility and
yes.
tariff increase. Yes.
Quick one. African Union Television live here in Mambono is the regional capital. I'm here with my good brothers, Honorable Inusah Bauh and then Mustafa Airborne Ranger is also here having some discussion. Wonderful one as well. So let us look, check on the utility. 9 point. Electricity. Yes, so as if we are still witnessing borrowing from Honorable. Doing so, but yes, always we are fixing it and here and there, back and forth. What this is you.
Thank you, my brother. Almost let's set the record. Any person who will make mention of doing so in Ghana, the person is not reality. The person is not following what is happening, or the person wants to just make a mockery of himself by saying doing so in Ghana. And that was why we're just pushing him. Where, when, which area, which community? Yes, they could be lights or, but doing so is defined as intermittent power outages as a result of a planned timetable. Today you will sleep in darkness. No, this hour, this period. No, but if there's a trip,
PURC, are they
on
top of their job?
They are on top. Let me come. I'm getting there. I'm setting. I told you I want to set the record straight, and I'm setting the record straight. So there is nothing like doing so in Ghana.
Okay.
Record set. Okay. Now, I've forgotten that we are under the conditionalities of IMF. You see, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's governance has so performed so much so well that Ghanaians have so forgotten that they are under the conditionalities, the stringing, the harming, the what is it called, catastrophic, disastrous hands of the IMF. People have just forgotten. Because good governance, good economic management, the forcing is forcing mantra. Everywhere we can see good government, we can witness a speedy economic recovery. Whereas nobody is talking about IMF. Other than that, if the previous government either is IMF conditionalities or World Bank monotonous issues or Ukraine-Russia war or COVID-19. But since His Excellency John Dramani Mahama took the mantle of Ghana, there has never been anything of that. It's young Konkwa in development. Just go ahead and solve the problem. We've forgotten very soon. Listen to when we went to the 3 billion World Bank bailout from the IMF.
Bailout, yes.
This is Then kuntunkurunku for that. Another requirement was for Ghana to implement an upfront electricity tariff adjustment of at least 29%. This was expected to bring electricity tariffs closer to cost recovery and reduce power sector shortfall. Earlier in January 2023, the Public Utility Regulatory Commission (PURC) said it considered changes in actual and projected hydrothermal generation mix, Ghana cedis US dollar exchange rate, inflation and fuel prices before increased electricity. Listen to this. The PURC recently raised electricity tariff by close to 30%, bringing the cumulative increase in tariff since mid-year 2022 to 57%. So 2022 to 2023, Nadu Danko Akufo-Addo and his Bauh's incompetent government increased utility tariffs to 57%. And their explanation was as a result of IMF. And we are still in the conditionality. It is one of the conditionalities they left for us. It is part of the clause. When you go to read what is it called, the document that PURC has just tabled, it is in there clear. It is not government making until His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's government wins itself from the IMF conditionalities. We can't do anything about it. When you say per continue, these are the things, per every release, before any release is given. I'm talking the money that they give us. Those $7 million that they give us quarterly or yearly or anything. They first come to do assessment. They come to assess things that they ask you to do. The IMF has now become a policeman soldier man on Ghana's neck. Yes, we said you should beat inflation to this. Are we able to do it? We said you should be able to hold the cedi to dollar ratio at this. Are we able to do it? Debt to GDP ratio. What are we able to do? We said you should sell fuel at this price. Are we able to do it? We said you should increase electricity tariff at this. You will check all these things. When is
now with that 1 cedi per liter.
They used the 1 minute cedi to kill the doomsaw that was about to hang on. Because we came, cedi to dollar ratio was 17 cedi.
Sure.
We were able to work through our finance minister at the force who is still forcing for Ghana's economy. Put it down to 10 cedis per dollar. So we went to the Ghanaians and begged them. The ESLA levy that the Bank of Ghana has used it to hedge for loan. There's no component for fuel. So hence we have the generation power plant. But Nanado, the one they increase when they came to power was infinitesimal, very negligible. So when we came to power, we had used power to ease what? Boom. That is at a peak. The 5,000 capacity that is generated in Ghana, everything is consumed. So a little trip, the area will experience this. So by so doing, we have the power generation, but we don't have fuel. So Ghanaians, at least when we came, we were able to manage the fuel to this price. So we need 1 Ghana cedi from you. Buy fuel. And Ghanaians so wish accepted it. We're so happy. We will give it to you because you are doing Abba. So they gave us the 1 cedi, and that is what we are using to buy. And henceforth, we never heard that my Gonja slave will come and tell me, ask the Inusah Bauh, he's also a slave, that is left with 2.4 days for Ghana's fuel to finish. The people were asking, what are the 0.4 days? What are they? No more the 2.4, no more what. We are managing it. Inusah has come a team up.
Very well. Honorable, do you agree with him? That Inusah.
Oh no, you see, I'm not saying there's Inusah, but you see, when the account man says do so, it means that the power went off and back.
Okay.
And so with the
But what of when the Ghana man say do so? What does it mean?
Well, that do so is I can't.
No, when you go to the Encyclopedia Britannica, do so is there.
Okay.
When you go to Wikipedia, just Google what is doing so.
So what I'm
they tell you the Ghanaian definition. That is what I just.
So what I'm that's what. So
don't say that can't do so. We are not talking. We are talking.
What I'm saying.
International acclaim. We are doing so.
What I'm saying is that. What I'm saying is that those days that we get doing so, that the light, even that time, it is not doing so. It was doom. It was doom. So that time the light will go off and it will take time before it comes. Sometimes it takes days. To take this, you see. But what I'm saying now is that no do so, but at least you'll be there and the light will go off, come on, went off. So that's how it is. And I don't know why you people are not experiencing this. And so what I'm saying is that it is not government work in making. No, but I explain that one. No, I understand. I explain so at the peak, I'm saying the previous administration added infinitesimal, very negligible power to what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama left, the 5,000 capacity. So at the peak, when everybody is at home and using the same, the light trips. That is what he experienced. That one is not temporary. So at the moment, you know what we are doing. We are drilling holes to get enough fuel. We are putting up power generation power. We have to put out the second Ghana gas so that we get enough gas. So it is accurate when you are giving us what the investment the government is putting in the energy sector. But what I'm saying is that the service of the service providers is not enough. And so based on the service that they are giving us, there's no basis for the increment. And so this is what they are making.
It's an IMF conditionality.
And so if it is IMF conditionality, it means that the government, which is the PRC, should make sure that as they are taking the money, there should be equal work for equal pay. They should be able to give us quality service. You understand? They should be able to give us quality service.
Exactly.
And so if we are paying,
they should be able to. That is what.
So this
I don't have to even blame government.
Let them blame. We are in to salvage Ghanaians from suffering. And secondly, he also admitting that yes, those developments that we are putting in at the energy sector will help alleviate all this suffering. I'm okay by that. Yes, he himself has accepted that yes, those oil wells that we are drilling, those plants that we are building, those gas plants that we are putting up, will make sure the energy sector is prosperous. Keep on moving.
Very well. Ibon, we're checking out. So any other matters so that we...
Yes. What I would say is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's administration has come to stay, to make an indelible mark. I don't know whether you have been hearing this when you are moving account. Your mama no nimna senator no swa yama no nku yama no nkobetos. This man has said that he doesn't need anything because of his performance.
No, Ibon.
Yes, 1 year and Ghanaians are so much in love with him.
Where did it come from?
People outside, people have been saying it. I'm shocked. They say, hey, this man says, you know,
Honorable Judge.
Yeah.
Have you heard it?
Oh, this is what he's saying. I don't dispute that fact.
Yes, but what we are in democracy and our constitution doesn't agree. But Ghanaians are saying they won't allow His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to exit. And say, hey, if we could so we have not got anywhere. 1 year. 7 January, that is going to be 1 year on the throne. So I would say Ghanaians should be patient with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama administration.
So with the hearsay that maybe the constitution could be reviewed, is it?
No, it's even another review. The constitution is. I've not checked whether they've even finished and handed over to him.
Okay.
A review. But the constitution is.
So that one would.
He wouldn't touch. He doesn't want to go there. Then he want to just use 4 years. Then he told us that is 4 years. Look, 8 years when you can beat it. He has given all his appointees KPIs, key performance indicators, and each one is following. So to the masses, if you call your MP or who is an appointee and he doesn't pick, it's not him. The KPIs are staring at him. If you say you'll be picking calls, be doing time, be chatting, the 1 year will be there. You call all of them, come to the Jubilee House. I told you told me by the end of the year you do this. What are we been able to do? Are we able to achieve it? Yes, I've done it. Okay, continue. Keep your job. What of you? Oh, you are not been able. Okay, give me my job. I'll give it to somebody else. So everybody is on post working. That is why everybody is performing. And I will say AU Studios, marvelously.
Thank you.
This is my first time of being unprepared. I have to let the viewers know.
No, but soldiers don't sleep. You are a ranger, and soldiers don't sleep.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't catch one hours.
Thank you.
I wonder if you catch
David, have you heard?
And then ranger unawares, he will sleep in the studio, or you come and say, "My benefit, Papa."
Ranger you will take in porridge then in bread with it.
So you see,
thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, Honorable Inusah Bauh, PNC Regional Chairman, Bono East Regional Chairman, Mustapha Urban Ranger. Thanks so very much for coming in.
And my post is very important. Mention my post.
No,
Regional Communications Officer.
Oh, Charlie.
Yes.
Bono East.
NDC.
Bono East Regional
Communications Officer of the ruling party in government. It's very good. All the 11 constituencies under my jurisdiction.
Wow, congratulations. Very well. No, you know the job, lah. And you then, Honorable Inusah Bauh, you know the job.
Yes,
God bless you guys. So, God willing.
My NADMO officer. Later I'll talk about it behind.
Fantastic. All right, thank you very much for you coming. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow morning. AU Television. Transmitting live here in Techiman, right? Bono East Regional Capital. Chimia to be precise. Techiman. Nice. So, we're checking out. Honorable, do you have any greetings you have to start out? 1 and 2.
Oh, well, what I have to say is that government so far been all support. So far, it's been wonders. We only hope that use that momentum throughout. Whether Ghanaians calling the president to continue or to still contest, that one, I am a brother to the president. So I have my party, he has his party. We, when I say we, I mean Gunjes. We, no matter whatever, will never allow the president to run again. The president 4 years to the other one to make 8 years as enough. We just want to make a mark. We just want to make a what do I say? Just want to make a mark that it will be difficult for somebody to break. And so after he has made that mark, he will leave the scene. And the others will come and continue.
Everyone
so
is
that
watching
who will be able to knock our chest. That there was a time the Gunja man was a president and he has done so much. He has done this and nobody is able to, break that record.
Yeah.
And so even though what he's saying that some Ghanaians are calling for him to continue, when the
but not all Ghanaians, that's some Ghanaians.
Yeah, exactly. That should be the case. Not all Ghanaians cannot be calling on him. Even in the NDC, not all of them will even call him to come because some others want.
Wanted to push him,
to also come. So not all NDC.
Maybe
and so obviously, not all Ghanaians or the NDC would like him to continue. But whether the NDC or Ghanaians want him to continue, we are saying that what he's doing, we only pray that he has the strength and the long life to be able to cover his 4 years and to put up the record that nobody can break it. But let me tell Ghanaians that the exceptional work that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is doing, there's another younger brother who can do just that.
Who is that?
And who is Bernard Ambata Mona, led by the People's National Convention. And so I think this whole idea about this Kitikiti and the investment being made at the agriculture sector and the health sector, the PAC is the party that has put up those plans. And so Ghanaians hasn't given us the opportunity to lead. So we couldn't implement that. And so after the tenure of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 2028, I know Ghanaians going to the polls will elect or will vote for the People's National Convention led by Ambata Bernard Mona to implement the rest of the programs and implement it well.
Very well. Very well. So, Evan, we'll be checking out.
I said, governance, not an event. Just started. First year, all our targets needed, not meeting, no, needed. GDP that we mentioned, mention of inflation, still they get better even than because IMF made mention of we ended at 12. Now we are making 6.3.
Yeah.
Don't compromise that. Never happened. What's that? Yes.
I was talking about the affection. Produce.
Yes. It's affecting them because the rice that we used to buy at 540, and I said 5.4, it's now 3.6. All that we used to buy at 1,050 Ghana cedis, it's now 150 Ghana cedis. Mackerel that we used to buy at 15 cedis, it's now 12 cedis. Fuel that we used to buy at 17 cedis, it's now 12 cedis, 13 cedis. It's not affecting us. It is.
Thank you once again.
Unless we don't want to be.
Thank you.
Let me also comment AU Television.
Thank you.
For what you have started.
You.
We hope that by next year, God will give you the strength to be able to expand the place, make it more nicer than what we are seeing.
Very well.
Congratulations for what you have put so far.
Thank you. Honorable Inusah Bauh, Honorable Mustapha Urban Ranger, thank you very much. Enoch Techi, Nicholas Agyekum, Wilson MCR, David Zori also supported us. My name is Kwesi. Agyekum. God willing, tomorrow we're going to be back.
Oh.